welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my makeup collection video. I am filming my intro in a car right now because my intro I filmed on the day I filmed this makeup collection video actually got lost somehow, so we're filming an intro here. So if you guys enjoy, I want to put out a huge disclaimer that I wanted you guys to know that I'm not trying to brag in any way, shape, or form. I'm super grateful for every piece of makeup I own, and yeah, I just really want you guys to know that. Also, I've been collecting makeup for like 4 years, by the way, so don't think I like went out shopping one time and got all this makeup, because that's a little excessive. So I actually did like collect this. Like, this is a makeup collection. So yeah, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Okay, so over here is where I keep all my majority of my brushes. We just have some Real Techniques, Still Cosmetics, ELF, Eco Tools, all that stuff for face brushes. And then for my eye brushes, I have a lot of just sets off of Amazon. That's what I like to do, to buy some brushes off Amazon, NYX, ELF, you know, all that. And then in this little bin right here, I actually have just a bunch of makeup that I'm literally up here at the top. We have 2 hand creams. I don't really know why they're there. They just are, and I'm too lazy to put them away. An oil, this is an Argan Moroccan oil. We have an Argan oil, clay lens. I have an Anastasia liquid lipstick. I have some LA Colors, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. What brand is this? Lease Waters, I think that's how you say it. Pop Feel. I got them off Amazon, like a Japanese brand, I think, and I really like a lot of them. I have my tweezers, and then I have some moisturizer. Up here I have all my foundations. I have Wet n Wild, Essence, Dior, Milani, Rimmel, NYC. I have some tinted moisturizers, Laura Mercier one, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Marc Jacobs, Clinique, Avon. Literally, there's so many different brands in here. And yeah, I pretty much use like all of them. I'm always switching up my foundation, so I actually do use the majority of these foundations, believe it or not. So that is next door. I have concealers and primers and moisturizers and all that good stuff. So over here I have concealer. I keep just all my concealers, obviously. I have CoverGirl, Maybelline, NYX, a lot of Maybelline actually. I have like 4 Maybelline concealers. I have this concealer wheel that's super gross, but I use that on occasionally. We have some ELF, Keen Colors, LA Girl. No, we don't have any ELF. We have this Quo eye brightener, some DIY ones, and just like a bunch of different concealers. And I really don't use much of them. I only kind of use like 5 or 6 primers. I have my Nivea Men's Shave Balm, my Benefit Professional Hard Candy Sheer Primer, ELF mineral infused primer that I really don't like, to be honest. So I have moisturizers and just kind of like some skincare products that I like to have on hand. This is my favorite moisturizer at the moment from Sephora. It's the Oil Henderson, I think that's how you say it. I'm not really sure, but it's a really good moisturizer, and it's great if you have oily skin. I have an ELF Under Eye Refresh, which I love putting this under my eyes in the morning. It's super refreshing and really wakes me up and reduces puffiness. I have my Olay moisturizer, and I have a Clean and Clear moisturizer. We have highlighters and contour. I have this random contour kit that's from the dollar store actually, but I actually really like it. It's super good quality, especially coming from the dollar store. Like, let me just swatch a couple of these for you guys. Like, look how pigmented they are, and it comes with some really pretty highlighters too, so that was a plus. I have a cream contour kit from some random brand. I got it from Urban Planet. An ELF contour kit. We have a Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, BH Cosmetics contour or a concealer and foundation palette, which I typically use if I'm doing other people's makeup. Back here we have some highlighters once again, because I'm a highlighter junkie. I love glow. We have the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit, which I'm sure you've seen on my channel. I use it a bunch of times. I've used it a bunch of times. Excuse my grammar. I cannot English. And we have the Sleek Makeup Highlighting Palette. It's the Solstice. And right here we have some of my setting powders. I have the Kat Von D Translucent Setting Powder, which I've been using forever. If you have watched my videos, I have 2 of these Wet n Wild compacts. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer, which I really used to hate, but I actually really love it now. It's super pigmented, and I love it for a bronzer during the summertime. Super pretty and very warm tone, and I really love it. Very beautiful. And then I have this Color Icon bronzer basket. Hope you guys can see it well enough. I have this Essence little trio right here that I really actually like, don't really like, and I want to get rid of, but I just don't know what to do with it. I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and Essence Powder, which I also don't like. 2 NYC products. I have the powder and the bronzer. I really, really love both of those. I have a Forever 21 Baked Highlighter, and I have my Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter that I recently just bought the other day, and I am literally obsessed. It's so beautiful. I've had it before in like the holidays. Right here we have mascaras, eyeliners, and brow products. Back here I have my contacts that I don't wear them that often anymore, but I do actually wear them quite a bit. I have my eyelash curls. I think there's 3 of them. There's a Milan. There's a Revlon one, a e.l.f. one, and a Mary Kay one, which is super old school. I don't use it. I think it's just cool to have for show. It's like it's very old school, so I think it's just nice to have it. And my really cute ladybug pajama shorts. I'm aesthetic goals. Right here I have my mascara. These are mostly my favorite ones right here. I have an Essence one that actually made my eyelashes freaking fall out, so this is definitely not going to be in my collection much longer because I had a really bad experience. Revlon, 2 L'Oreal Voluminous, the Carbon, actually 3. We have the 2 originals and the Carbon Black. I have eyeliners and such. I have like my NYX Wonder Pencil. I have my e.l.f. eyeliner, my Maybelline eyeliner. I have a NYC blue liner, my Stila Magnificent Metal like glitter eyeshadow thingy, and then I have this e.l.f. mascara, and I have my e.l.f. gel liner, and there's 2 Polaroids of me and my friend. But right here I have brow products. I have a lot of them. I actually like kind of use most of them, not all of them, but so right here I have some blush palettes. I have an BH Cosmetics palette. Let me show you. This is a blush and contour palette, but I use the blushes and I don't really like the contours in it, so I keep it in my blush drawer because that's where it gets the most use. And these are so big. Like, look at the compacts. Like, they are humongous and I love them. These blushes are so pigmented and beautiful and creamy. I am a huge fan of these, actually. Like, look guys, like, come on. Palette, which I actually really genuinely love. I got it from Urban Planet and it was like $9 for all these blushes, which is an amazing deal. And these blushes are literally the most pigmented things I've ever seen in my life. Let me just swatch a few. Like, come on guys. And they're really not chalky. I mean, no, they're really not chalky at all. Like, that is pretty good for $9 blushes, and I think they're amazing, and I love this blush palette so freaking much. Dollar store blush thing. The cover broke, so I just have it taped on. I really don't use this anymore, but it's just there anyways. And then I have the new updated packaging of the Wet n Wild blush thing. Right over here I have the Benefit Benetint. I have Physicians Formula, like yeah. Then I have this cream blush stick, which is just a really pretty berry shade. We have some e.l.f. things. I have the old packaging, and then the newer packaging of these e.l.f. contour and blush and bronzers things. I don't know why I have the old one. I just do. And then I have the newer packaging of the same product, and I think they're both in the same shade. Yep. So those are there. And then I have my e.l.f. blush palette, which is iconic. I love this so much, and it's just super pretty. Like, come on guys, they're so freaking pigmented. Oh my god, I literally cannot, like, oh my god, I have like literally nowhere to swatch things anymore. Like, these are so pigmented, I literally, no, done. Like, then we have the Becca Jaclyn Hill holiday palette thing. Yeah, that's that drawer. The next drawer we have, I believe it is the last drawer that contains makeup in it. Actually, I forgot to show a thing up here, so I'm going to show that after this. In this, we actually have most or some of my lip products. I have liquid lipsticks pretty much in here. In here I have a lot of my lip smackers I collected as a younger kid, and I just thought, this is definitely not all of them. Some more of them over here, and then there's some of them that just got lost, or I just threw in like the garbage. The Body Shop lip butters. I have Baby Lips, a CoverGirl lip balm, which I love. This is the CoverGirl XOXO lip balm. Up here I have some more liquid lipsticks, but mostly just lip glosses. And then over here we have basically some more lip glosses and lipsticks. I have some LA Colors, NYX, e.l.f., you know, NYC, all of that jazz in that drawer. And then I'm just going to keep going down the line, just so you guys can see. Even though it's not really makeup really, I'll just go through it super fast. I have in here my hair products, like my straightener. I have my straightener, my curling iron, my brush, and some different hair products. I have my gel nail supplies that I love to use. I love doing gel nails, and I have them on right now. But yeah, these are my gel nail products. And then, excuse me, Luna. Hey, baby. And then over here I have a bunch of products that I have not yet to use. They go pretty. Okay, that's the end. These are just products that I have bought and I just haven't got a chance to use. We have a lot of brushes. I have 2 L'Oreal mascaras. I have some lashes, another Solo sponge, just a bunch of different products in here. And I will probably use them eventually, but right now there's no rush. And then down here I have just some random things. I have some makeup wipes, these under eye patches. I have a makeup bag just full of like new makeup as well from Sephora. I have all my extra brushes I don't use. I do use them. I like swap out every now and again. But they're just some brushes at the moment that I don't know where I ended off to. But I have some Herbana, Sugar Bomb, Dandelion. I have 2 Coralistas. I have a Dallas and I have a Rockateur. And then right here I have 3 of my Lee Swatters lipsticks. The rest are down here. But, yeah, they're really pretty. I really, really am a fan of these. Up here I have some more liquid lipsticks. I have a ColourPop one. This is in the shade Chai. I really, really love this color. Let me just swatch it really quickly, because I am a huge fan. You're probably not going to be able to see because of the lighting. You can kind of see it right there. Anyways, it's a really pretty lipstick, and I love ColourPop's liquid lipsticks. They're very affordable. I have a NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Teddy. This is really pretty, but very, very drying. And then I have a Kylie lip kit in the shade, I think it's Dolce K. Dolce K. And then up here I have all my lip liners. I have next to it some e.l.f. Lip pencils. They're called matte lip color pen. Back here I have all my Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks besides the one that is on my vanity itself. I have a summer collection. I have 2 of his regular collection, which is Jawbreaker and Scorpio. Right here I have the Kylie Cosmetics birthday collection liquid lipsticks, and then right here I have my just other lipsticks that I like to gravitate towards. I have more of those Pop Feel lipsticks. I have a Maybelline lipstick in the shade it's very, very, very nude. Shade are you in? Black Cherry. It actually smells like black cherries, and I'm really a fan of that. I have a Wet n Wild one. MAC Rebel. By the way, this Wet n Wild one and the MAC Rebel is a great dupe. And over here we have just random miscellaneous things. I have some of my favorite palettes. I have the XO by BH Cosmetics. I use this all the time. This is just a receipt. I have the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. I have an e.l.f. palette, which I really love. I bought it a while ago. I have the Steal It in the Light palette. This used to be the shit back in when I first started makeup, and it has been used and abused, and I love this. And I still really like it. I just don't use it very often anymore. I have the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I have this Hard Candy palette, which I actually really love. The colors are very pigmented, and I really love the formula. Then I have 3 Sephora, just like little mirrors that gift cards come with. And I always come with these mirrors, which I think is really nice. Back here, you guys can kind of see, I have my Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I have these 2... Hold on. I have these 2 palettes right here by this W7 brand. I got them off Amazon for Christmas one year. My mom got them off Amazon for Christmas one year. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which I'm really not a fan of. I mean, I hold on to it because I really want to try and use it, but I really don't like this, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a big lover of Too Faced products. I've only tried a couple things, but I just really don't love them that much. I have the Kat Von D... What's this called? I don't know. I actually don't even know. Anyways, it's this Kat Von D palette. And I really don't like this either. I have so much makeup that I used to love. Like, I used to love this Too Faced palette, and I used to love this Kat Von D palette. Then I have 2 of the L'Oreal palettes. When these first came out, I remember everyone freaked because they were at the drugstore. And I love the Formula palette. And then we have my Naked palette by Urban Decay, which is the original Naked palette. I have this Van palette. What's it called? Vanity, I don't know, but anyways, that's the palette. I broke this eyeshadow. It was my favorite color in this palette. I actually broke, but I do love this palette. I have 3 Wet n Wild palettes up here. I have this palette right here in the shade Comfort Zone, which everyone hypes about, or everyone did hype about. I actually really like this, considering it's from the drugstore. I have this shade, the palette in the shade Petal Pleasure and Poster Child, which I used to use a lot before I got a lot of colorful palettes. And when I first started with makeup, I would do this, use this palette a ton. The Maybelline Blush Nudes palette. Now this is my first high-end makeup product I ever owned, and that's why I always talk about how much I love Urban Decay. Actually, I don't know if I actually talked about it on my channel before, but I really do love Urban Decay. When I use Urban Decay makeup, it kind of feels like I'm back home. It's super weird. Like, I really do love them, and it makes me feel comfortable using Urban Decay makeup because that's kind of where I started, and I really love it. Right here I have a Wet n Wild palette, the shade Art in the Streets, which is kind of looks used and abused as well, because it is. And yeah, I have 2 e.l.f. palettes I really love. I have Mad for the Matte and the Prism palette that a lot of people use and talk about. Back here I have an acrylic organizer. I have 2 Revlon like quads. I have a NYX Ipsy like little trio. I have a Wet n Wild trio in the shade Spoiled Brat. I have a Revlon quad, and I have an Essence eyeshadow palette. I have 2 LA Colors and then 2 of the Revlon cream eyeshadow palette. Right here I have my circle palette. So I have the Hard Candy little palette, this Joe Fresh little circle Be Dusk little quad thing. Down here I have a BH Cosmetics palette. It's huge, but everything is over top of it just because I don't gravitate towards it a ton. So I have the NYC Individual Eyes palette right here. Up here I have all my glitters. Can you see? Probably not. But up here I just have a ton of glitters, and I have some shadow shields. And then over here in this far corner, you guys can't really see either, but I have an LA Colors palette. I have a Hard Candy. And over here I have some single shadows. And then in this next little container right here, this is just an iPhone box because I'm super bougie, okay? These are the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. I have 3 of them. Then I have a e.l.f. cream shadow, which is just in the shade Wine Not. I actually like this formula, but I just don't really use it a ton because just I don't use cream eyeshadows a lot anyways. So yeah. Then I have some Maybelline Color Tattoos, and I have my Stila smudge palette in the shade Kitten. I bought this when I used to use the Kitten from the Stila palette a lot, and these are very similar, or the Maybelline ones are a great dupe to this. In this one right here, I'm just gonna hold it up. You guys can't really see. I have 3 MAC eyeshadows. I have the shade Kid, All By Glitters, and what's it called? Beautiful Iris. My friend, actually, we used to be best friends. We're not really friends anymore. We just kind of fell apart over the years, and she used to go on vacations and bring me back MAC eyeshadows just like as a little thing from her vacation, and I think it's very nice. I really love MAC eyeshadows. I have never been to a MAC store because we don't actually have one here, but yeah, I'm very thankful that my friend did that for me. I think it's super nice. And this shade Kid is actually an inside joke with her that we used to have, and yeah, I'm just really grateful that she did that for me. I have 4 ColourPop eyeshadows. I think I've used them on my channel before. I'm not going to go through them because I'm already getting a feeling this video is super long. I have a bunch of single shadows in here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, leave video requests below, and also if you guys want to see like individual collections, like a palette collection like specifically, or like a foundation collection, something like that, you guys just let me know and I will be happy to do that for you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.